Hey, good morning everybody. This is Cujo. I am here at Gotham Sound today, and I am going to show you guys this new Ferrofish A32 Dante that I've just arranged to have demoed. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to go to a more digital workflow in my system, but I don't want to do it and spend $15,000 to do it. To go with a Dante workflow using Boom Recorder or any other digital recording, you've got to have a Dante compatible device. So that limits you to either a Kantar X3, which is 15 grand, or you've got to get a console like a QL1 from Yamaha, which is $8,000, and that requires also about $1,000 worth of onboard power conversion, because you've got to go from AC power to DC power in order that your cart can still be self-contained. So I don't want to do all that. I don't have the money to do all that, and not that those are bad choices. They're great choices, but 15,000 bucks for a Kantar, that's a new car. 8,000 bucks for a QL1 is a fantastic board, but again, it's 8,000 bucks. So I'm using the Sound Devices 688 with the CL12 control surface. I also have a Diva 5 as my secondary recorder, and I am now going to Boom Recorder as a backup. So in order to get all those analog signals through the devices and into Boom Recorder, I've got to have a Dante or USB type conversion. Looking at all the different models and pieces that are on the planet, there are several that are good. There are several that are affordable. The downside is every single one of them is AC powered. My goal is to be DC powered, and to also have all of the options that I can possibly get. Joco was one of the options that I was looking at. The downside of the Joco is the number of analog inputs is limited, so that pretty much kills all of my extra channel inputs between the Diva and my 688. So with the Ferrofish, I've got 32 analog inputs, 32 analog outputs, plus Dante, plus MADI, plus MIDI, and ADAT as well. 64 channels on Dante, 64 channels in and out, and it's DC powered, and it only takes one rack space. It's a little bit spendy at 3,500 bucks, but it answers all the things that I need to have answered for my cart in one shot. So let's open the box and see what we get when we get this thing. So here we have owner's manuals. We have one in English, and there's another one in there, probably in Dutch or German. Yes, there you go. There's your other owner's manual, so that's in there. There is a USB cable for doing the updates on the system, because the system is updatable. Factory updates, download them and install them through USB. It does not transfer data to your recorder via USB. That's an important note. Okay. It also does not come with cables. You have to have those built. My guys here at Gotham Sound are doing that, and we'll have this thing hooked up in a little while. It has a 120 volt AC power to DC 12 volt transformer and connector right in the box, so if you guys want to go with AC power, you can. And now to the meat of the system, this pretty boy right here. So there's the front, nice sleek looking design. It has all your meter bridge and everything right there on the front. The control knobs and menu selection all right here on the front, easy to use. And let's look at the back, because this is where it all shakes down and happens. Here we have dual 12 volt DC power supplies, so you guys that want to have redundant power, there's your redundant power. Here is your primary and secondary network for your Dante interface. BNC and MADI right here. This is your word clock and MADI in and out. Here is the ADAT. ADAT in, out, 1 through 32 on ADAT right there. This is the USB connection for updating the system. MADI, transmit and receive. MIDI, transmit and receive in and out. And the part that really is what I'm interested in is these analog ins and outs. Because what I'm going to do for my system is I'm going to take all my analog outputs from my Electrosonics venues, take them into this device, and then I'm going to take them back out as analog into my 688, and then so that will give me all the control surfaces and recording capabilities that I need to have on my 688. And then I'm going to take the Dante output, run it over to Boom Recorder, so then I'll have my backup recording on Boom Recorder, and there you go. That's going to answer all my problems right there. So analog in and out. I checked the specs on this. Latency is advertised at somewhere around 0.2 milliseconds, which is like not even having anything there. Obviously the latency with the Dante is going to be similar, so I expect absolutely zero issues with this. And there you go. There's our in-depth look at the Ferrofish and taking it out of the box. So now let's walk over to the cart and we'll show you how it's going to plug into the cart.